Hey girl, today's... Oh, it's been a while. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. I don't know how to do this anymore. Hi girl, it has been a while, I know, but as promised, I am back. I'm back for good. Today's video, I will be sharing with you my everyday makeup routine. It is more on the dewy side. It keeps me looking young and fresh, and that matters a lot because I'm turning 34 in the following month. It is affordable as well because your girl is still broke. And it's long lasting too. I'm one of those lazy types that don't do any touch-ups during the day except for my lip tint on. So if you are interested, just keep on watching. Hi girl, welcome back to Mayumi TV. If you're new here, my name is Mayumi, and just like you, I'm in the journey towards getting it together. So if you're interested in videos about self-improvement, plus size videos included, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell right beside it so you're updated every time there's a new upload like this one. If you're new to this channel, I am based in Singapore, but I'm originally from the Philippines. So some of these products you may not have access to, but just find something that is quite similar. Just understand the concept. Anywho, let's get started. All right, so this is my face right now. So let me zoom you in. I think I want to look professional, so let me zoom you in, yeah, a bit more. I am using a new camera, which I'm very proud of because it makes me feel legit. Is that better? What are you doing right now? Are you having coffee? Are you eating? Are you traveling? Comment down below what you are doing while you're watching this. So the first thing I do is prepare my skin. I don't have a morning skincare routine per se, but if I do go out and I wear my everyday makeup look on, there are a lot of steps that are actually skincare. So the first thing I put on my face is Peptide. This is from a Korean brand. The potion is extremely cheap. I think it retails for about $20. Sometimes you can buy it online for like 10, and that is 10 Singapore dollars, so that's extremely cheap. So without anything on my face, that's just what I spread on. It's an ampoule, so it's 100% peptide. What peptide does is it promotes collagen development on your skin compared to the collagen drinks that you have to ingest. Because if you ingest collagen, it distributes the collagen all over your body, meaning your hair, your nails, and 100% of your skin, not on your face. Find peptide that is topical, just like this. So there is collagen growth exactly on your face. This is a holy grail. I cannot live without this. I've noticed a massive change in one of the insecurities of mine because, as I said, I'm turning 34 in a month and I'm starting to develop some fine lines, and right now you can still see it because I haven't been religious in putting my skincare on. Just a day of missing out on this, that fine line is so apparent. So this one is probably, I would say, 80% better than how it actually is without the product. The next thing that I do is apply Q10. It reduces fine lines as well and protects your skin from the sun. Just a night of using it, I noticed a visible improvement on my skin the next day. Of course, skincare is a long haul, it's a long game, but if you find the right product, you will immediately see results on your skin. After the Q10, another holy grail is Hyaluronic. I always find it difficult to say this product. It's Hyaluronic from the same brand. This is not sponsored. It keeps moisture and keeps your skin hydrated. I cannot live without that product. It keeps my skin very supple and moisturized the entire day. You can already see my face is already glowing. So those are the 3 serums that I apply before I put my makeup on. But before that, of course, it's important to put sunblock, and this is what I use. This is Bioderm, and they already have a new packaging. This is an old one, but when I went to the store, this was one of the more affordable products, and to my surprise, it's a great makeup base. It has a dewy finish. I don't know if white cast is really the right term for it, but it has that brightening effect, which I think is very helpful because my makeup base isn't really strong. I just use powder. I don't use any foundation or whatsoever, and having this on and preparing my skin the way I do just really helps my natural skin to shine. So I still have texture. I don't mind the texture. I still have some redness or whatsoever, but I don't know. I feel like less is more really. So next is primer. I don't use primer every day. There are days where I just feel like, okay, fine, I'm gonna use it. If you see any high-end products in this collection, it's only because my friend gave it to me, and he gave me the Chanel Illuminating base. And initially I wasn't a fan because I was thinking that primers are supposed to reduce the visibility of your pores, and I do have a lot of large pores. Then I did my research, I looked for silicone primers, and this is what I found. Revlon Photoready. Everyone was raving about it, but I didn't really like it when I use this. Yes, it does reduce the visibility of your pores, but it also makes my makeup look patchy during the day, probably because I already piled on a lot of skincare, and silicone and skincare probably isn't the right match. I still use it, yes, for an everyday thing, but if I'm going on a special occasion like a date, I would definitely use this. I am a fan of this. I hate my friend for even gifting this to me because now I don't know how I can live without it. Put that in. Just one small pump like that is enough for me. What I do is I just put it in the center of my face and in here, because that fine line is my insecurity, and then whatever's left on my finger is put on my nose because I have large pores in there. So just like that, and across the cheek. I don't really prime my entire face. I don't know why. I think it still works because then the center of your face is still very bright and very well put together, which is the most important part of your face. Arguably. Now that we have already primed, let us begin with makeup, okay? Since I discovered cream-based concealers, I have never stopped using them. This is from Catrice because it's very affordable. What I love about cream products like this is very pigmented and it's easy to use. So I have long nails today, but what I do is I just swirl it around my fingers and just apply it directly. But since I have very long nails, I can't do that now. So let me use a brush. Any brush would do. I feel like this just really reaches what it needs to reach. I just put it in the center. I have deep set eyes, long nails, deep set eyes, cream concealer just doesn't work well. So I just put it in the center of my under eye. I try to not put it here because I have creases there. And I know in my contour video, I showed you how to properly conceal or highlight your face. But on a daily, I don't really use that. After I apply the product, I then blend it with my fingers. Let me just try to blend it as much as I could using my brush because long nail problems. So I just try to cover like my eye sockets because that's where it's the darkest. And you can already see that my face is already brighter than it was, only with so minimal products. Girl, I promise, I don't even use brush on the daily. I literally use my fingers, swirl it around the product, dab it on, and then just blend it. I can do it in like 30 seconds. And this entire makeup routine, I can do in 10 minutes. It's just that I'm very talkative right now. The trick to using cream concealers is you have to make sure that you just use the ample amount of product so that your eyes don't crease. But for whatever reason, for the love of me, my under eye always creases anyway, so I just learned to love it. The next step is to put a powder. For now, this is what I have. This is from Silkygirl, another affordable product. What I use is a foundation brush from MAC. Another gift. A foundation brush like this is very dense, it's flat, and it just swipes off that powder really quick in seconds. So let's tap our under eye again. Make sure that the concealer is not setting in on the fine lines of our under eye. Swirl and just... I can't squint because then my fine lines show once I set this. Now that's set, what I do is I just use this product and just swipe it in the center of my forehead, my chin, and in my cheeks near the jaw, underneath my cheekbones. After that, we are gonna set our entire face with this mattifying compact powder from Essence. Using the same brush, I just tap it, especially on the large pores, because I feel like that's how your pores are less visible. You just tap it. And then the rest of my face, I just try to mattify it Perhaps just to add a bit of color to whatever skincare there is I already put on. And just make sure everything is blended. Are we happy about that? Yeah. So our base is done. Easy, right? Let us frame our face. A very important step, our eyebrows. So my eyebrows aren't the thinnest, but it's not the thickest as well. And what I use is Essence. These are the cheapest products in the drugstore here in Singapore, hence why I'm using them. This is probably just like $7 or so. Baby got brow, and the tip is like this, which I wasn't really used to, but now after realizing how quick it is to use it, I just use this. So I start off lining the top. What I do is I just sketch the shape that I want as light as I could, and once I'm happy with it, I just fill that in and I go heavy-handed, and I only do it towards the end of my eyebrows. I don't extend my eyebrows all the way down because it makes your eyes look droopy. The higher it is, the better, but I also don't shave this off because I don't have a straight brow. I know it's on trend, like the Korean makeup looks, but it's just not how my eyebrows are born. Oh, there's an ant. Then what I do is I just use the same product and put it in the sparse areas of the beginning of my eyebrows. Ideally, I would use a product that is lighter, which I do have as well, except this is an everyday makeup routine, so I couldn't be bothered, to be honest, on a daily to use 2 eyebrow products. So I just use one and just do a gradient effect, something lighter in this part and then darker on the edge. If I'm not happy with how dark that is, I just really go full in. That's it. Then lastly, I just blend all of those products together, make sure that it shades whatever is sparse, and that's how my eyebrows are made. You see the difference? It just literally frames my face so well. Okay, let's do the other one. I have watched beauty gurus say that eyebrows takes forever, which I couldn't relate to because I've always used pencils, and I think pencils are so underrated. That's if I go light-handed, and I like it more dark on this end. You see, it actually changes how my face looks like, but I prefer the one that's darker towards the end, so let's do that. You know, my old video of how to contour around face is one of my top viewed videos here on YouTube. So there's probably a few things that I can share with you. Yeah, are we happy about that? Yeah, I think we're happy about my eyebrows. I have eyelash extensions. I do it myself, and I know it doesn't look the best right now because I need to retouch it soon. I have saved heaps of money by doing my own eyelash extensions, I swear. I simply cannot live without it anymore. I didn't used to put any eye makeup on until I discovered this product, which was just by mistake because I was looking for something else. This is from Catrice Liquid Eyeshadow. It is waterproof in the shade Pearly. So sad because I think that they discontinued this. I've been searching for all the drugstores in here, even online. I couldn't find this. I think they really discontinued this. I'm looking for an alternative. I'll let you know if I do find one. I'll just put it one swipe there, one swipe there. Perfect shade. It's just like my skin tone, except it's just shimmery. I use my fingers and just blend that in. Oh my god, look at that! Oh my god, I'm having difficulty with my long nails, so let's try to find a brush to help me. I just use my fingers on a daily. Okay, so just spread that across your entire eyelids. It's not rocket science. I literally just spread it all over my eyelids. There's no base whatsoever. That's it. And just look at how that accentuates my eyes. It feels like I put so many products already, right? The next thing is again from the same line, Catrice Liquid Metal. This time it's a metallic shade. I am obsessed with this. Like, this is Daily Dose of Rose. Oh my god, this product just lasts forever. Let me show you my hands, how it looks like. Oh my god, look at how pretty that is. Oh my god, I just wasted my product because this is discontinued already. So what I do is I just put it in the center of my eye and drag it. Look at that. Just look at that. My eyes are brightened instantaneously. You can achieve this effect with eyeshadow or highlighter, but the thing about this product is it lasts forever. It's waterproof and it's so quick to apply. Just one swipe and you're good to go. Not to mention that it's so pigmented. Choosing colors that are more on the pinkish side, but it's just within the range of your skin tone. Nothing's too bright, nothing too dark. Makes you look younger. I just feel like it makes you look younger. The next thing I do is I add a winged eyeliner on, but I don't really go dramatic about it. And I use a product from the Philippines, Nichido. This is just like $2. I never grew out of it. This is what I used in uni, and I never grew out of it. I am a loyal fan, and whenever I go home to the Philippines, I hoard like 5 pieces at least, bare minimum. It has a very thin brush that is soft. You see, it's so easy to draw. So what I do is I just, from the edge of my eyes, I just draw a small line as if it's my eyelashes. I just connect that part and it makes it look like I have longer eyes. It's so subtle, but it's so necessary. You can see the purpose is different. It's not to use it as an eyeliner. It just feels like it's an extension of my eyelashes. Obviously, you and I would have different eye shapes, but try to experiment with your eye shape and use it with the purpose of solely adding an eyelash on. So we're done with the eyes. The next step is my favorite part of my makeup routine. It is to put my blush on. What I use is the CoverGirl Baked Blush, but again, there's none here in Singapore. And I wasted so much money trying to find a dupe for that. I got one from Milani. They said this is good. It gives you that baked blush look, but it just simply doesn't cut it for me. I also bought the Catrice, which is apparently a dupe of the Milani. Again, doesn't cut it for me. So if you guys, anyone from the States, want to send me the CoverGirl Baked Blush, please hit me up. The next thing I thought would be similar would be Into It Sheer Shimmer Blush. This is in Sakura Pearl. Just feels like it highlights. It feels more of a topper than the CoverGirl, which I used to use, which is just blush with shimmer all in one. So I think the closest that I found for now is Peach Lover or XL. The latest that I bought is this Into It, and this is what I'm gonna use right now. So I just use a brush and swirl it. Then I smile and I put it on apples of my cheeks all over, probably on the highest part as well. Look at how shimmery that is. I think I added too much today. I don't usually put this much blush, but it's fine. The last step would just melt it all together. Putting it in the center and also just a bit on your nose just to balance it out. I strongly believe that adding blush on the center of your cheekbones make you look younger. Fight me. Fight me. Compared to actually putting it just on the highest part of your cheekbones on the side, I feel like it elongates your face, but it doesn't necessarily make you look younger. So what I like to do is putting it on the center of my face and just balancing that out. I think I only have 3 steps left. I put some lip tint on. I eat my lipstick all the time, and this is from Etude House, Dear Darling Tint, and it eventually will wear down. This is the only thing that I touch up every hour or so. It is very bright. It dies down in a few minutes for me at least. Okay, next would be something that is very important for this dewy look as well. I use a cream stick highlighter. It looks gross, I know. This is from Barry M. This is in shade Ice Bronze, and this is how it looks like. I know it looks gross because I use it on a daily. This is reality, okay? You think I'm already dewy as it is? No, that's not enough. So what I do is I just swipe it on the highest point of my cheekbone, like so. A swipe through my nose. Oh my god, this technique is perfect. You know the arch of my brows right here? On top of that, I just swipe it there too. Same on the other side. Most important tool of my makeup routine, my fingers. I blend it in. I just do a tapping motion so that it's concentrated where I originally put it, at least for the cheeks, because I don't want the products to move that much. What I like about highlighter sticks is that wet look effect or glass skin effect, and you can already see I'm glowing and it doesn't seem like I added a highlighter on, right? At least for me. With my fingers, I then add it just on the highest point of my eyebrows, like so. If you put highlighter all over the bottom of your eyebrows, it would make your eyes look droopy. So I make sure that I just put the highlighter at the arch or the highest point of my brows. Another tip. Next is I use the same cream contour. Oh my gosh, this is difficult because of my nails. The center of my eyes. Okay, just dab that on. Second to the last step. We're not yet done with highlighting. We go heavy on highlights. If you are not into cream highlighters or stick highlighters, then a product that I can recommend would be Catrice Glow Light Infusion. Ooh, look at that. It's so fine. There's no glitter whatsoever because then it will enhance your large pores. So I don't use those. On days that I feel extra, then I would still top this off with highlighter. That's when something special is going on, not on the daily when I'm just about to meet friends. So I'm not gonna do that today. But what I'm gonna do is I double down on the center of my eyes. So just when you thought it couldn't get any shimmier, it does. We take it a step further. I also double down on the center. Some highlighter. Ooh. Doing this makeup routine feels like you are putting Instagram filters on just with your makeup. Look at that. Look at just how great the light hits my face with this technique. Lastly, I then highlight my nose. Just a small line on the bridge and the tip. I don't highlight my lips anymore because, as I said, I eat my lipstick all the time. Okay, last, we are almost done, girl. If you're still here, please comment. What shall you comment? Shimmer. Please comment shimmer down below so that I know that you are a trooper and you finished this video. Lastly, on my makeup step, a holy grail, I bought a new one just by realizing how great it is setting spray. Except I don't really use a setting spray. What I use is a cream mist by Dr. Jart. It melts whatever product you put on your face onto your skin. It adds that moisture, it adds that glow, and it keeps my makeup on for the rest of the day. Let that sit on my face for a while. That didn't sound right.
You could have new guys lining up your whole street, yeah. But I got lucky and somehow you chose me. You're so damn bad you could just have your own league. So they all stare whenever me and you meet. Yeah, we walk around the city like the city is.
I love how my makeup routine is now. Let me zoom you out again.
Bet these guys wonder why it's me and why I have what they don't. So talk it up like.
Oh my goodness, look at how great. Please tell me this isn't perfection. I swear, the moment the light hits your face and you just find the right angle, just makes you look fresh and young. Don't you think so? Is it just me? Is it just me, really? Please let me know. I'm really curious. Is it because I really love how this looks on my face, on my skin. After a long day, my entire face is still on point. The only thing I have to do is retouch on my lip gloss or my lip tint. That's it. Oh god, this is so low maintenance.
I'm glad you're jealous, boys, not me.
It's a bit gloomy right now, so the sky isn't really the best, but let me show you how it looks like with natural daylight. I hope it...
They all act like Kim K just walked in the building. You always keep me up at night with those stars, and always brighten up my day with your smile. I just hope I'm worth keeping around, hope I can stay by your side, or else I'll be in.
Tell me that's not great. Oh my god. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like if this has been valuable to you. Share it with your friends. I hope to see you on my next one. Kisses.
And I would be one if you had another boy. Ooh. might